Hi everybody. Yeah, my goofy voice. My goody two-shoes voice. Okay, I don't know if you can hear me well. There's a pond, there's suddenly a lot of wind, and there is my rooster and a neighboring rooster having a screaming match. My rooster is a Vorwerk race, which is from Germany. They're not huge egg layers, but I'm breeding him with ISA Browns, ISA Brown, which are exceptional egg layers. But the Vorwerks are very, very sweet, and there he goes. I don't know if you can hear it, and very, very pretty. They have secondary sex characteristics that are black instead of the iridescent gold of most roosters, and I find that attractive. So first I'm looking at a box that has been decommissioned. It held first and second seconds of my fossils, and yeah, I'll just show them to you because I have to break them apart and separate them because I didn't do that at the time. So you can see this one is broken. Well, it's not really broken. This is approaching druzy level. I get a dirty fingernail. I've been working outside, and my other hand is worse. It's all broken up, and yeah. Anyway, now I get into the dirt, and I'm filthy. I don't know if you can see it on this thrift store men's shirt, which is very good for working in the sun. These are echinoids. They are extinct. Okay, I don't feel well today. I didn't sleep. I was very worried about the threats from noodle mash to wild Scott aurora. And oh, this one is cool. This one is in situ. I can maybe find the piece that fit in there, but it's in the substrate. And this underneath here, let's see if it's broken. Yeah, I should look not with the camera. I can see more. That is broken right there. But these were sea urchins, and they died out approximately 60 million years ago during the Chicxulub extinction event, where a comet or an asteroid, you can see partial, came and landed in the Gulf of New Mexico and did bad things. It basically wiped out the dinosaurs, but not entirely. Yeah, I should not look with the camera because I can't see enough with the camera. Why are these significant? Some people say, well, they're just rocks. Well, there's more than that. There's so much more than that going on. This is interesting. Okay, so we don't know why these exist. And it has to do with the flint or chert. Here's one that still has the calcium carbonate coating of the fossil. So they went extinct because the earth went into upheaval complete for a very, very long time. And you had things like diatoms and sponges dying out as well. And that created a lot of silica. Basically glass, so to speak, where these died. So these died, it was anaerobic, not aerobic, so they didn't rot. And over a period of many tens of thousands of years, a sediment formed from the dying diatoms. And it 1 centimeter, so, you know, took a long time, 1 centimeter every 10,000 years. So the sediment's there. You've got the piece sitting there. Some would have pins, some not. This is very rough right here. Very heavy. And, okay, just so you know, this was its mouth, and this was its butt. Right there. Uh-oh, fossil buttholes. Sorry, I'm going to cough now. Excuse me. So you have this sediment, okay, and then it turned to a gel, and it got inside of them completely, filled in spaces, except the other minerals did too, like iron, microcrystalline quartz, things like that. So it filled them in, and then it became a gel, and then it became flint or chert or any of the microcrystallines, okay? But what they don't know, okay, so you say, you know, many tens of thousands of years to create the centimeters, and then of course it's very deep and what have you. They don't know what set the flint, chert, microcrystalline quartz process in action, okay? They don't know what, there is something, electricity, heat, volcano, lightning, they don't know what transforms the gel into flint or chert, okay? Which is pretty interesting. These are where the pins were, the spines. Ooh, now there's thunder. So I have a lot here. I wanted to say, if any, these are heavy, so you should know that they're heavy. Post from Denmark. This one is very interesting. It has a lot of detail. Can you see that? And then you can see the rust. Here's a beauty. It's missing part of, see, this is the calcium carbonate. Oh, and there, in there is, oh shoot, what do you call that? Oh, that's special. It's a different mineral right there. The gray above my nail. I'm not going to think of it now. Doesn't matter. I didn't really want to talk about that. But if anybody doesn't think this is just a rock, again, it's butthole and its mouth. And they were ambulatory. There are many that are similar. I have several species. And this is just a tiny bit of my collection. Most of these are seconds. Most of mine are firsts. I'll show you something else over here. If anybody wants some, that would be my friends. Just my friends. Look, there's an interesting hole there. Bores right in. Sometimes you can have worm patterns on them where worms made calcium tubes in the ocean. They still do. And here you can see it was oozing out of its mouth, okay, some of its insides before it turned into flint. It's really chert, but I'll say flint. Flint's easy for a lot of reasons. It just covers a lot of bases. But I can send these, you know. Look at this beautiful bottom. I like the bottoms as much as the top. These would be classified as mid-sized. I have very tiny ones and very large ones. But if anybody wants some of these, I will send them. I will not charge for them to my friends. And all you have to pay is postage, which could be significant, okay, because they're heavy, and Denmark post is very expensive. Is a beauty. Some of my favorites that I have upstairs in my rock room, which is, I think, collapsing the house. They're called crushes. They were crushed by whatever force, weight of, you know, upheaval of the earth or seabed, I should say, and or some animal, whatever, the just weight probably. This one's a little flattened out, you can see. Oh, and sometimes you can see inside what was going on. Most will only form partially, you know, they're not complete. I treat them with acid, by the way. So if somebody wants me to send them some, you just pay for the postage. And They are extinct. There are species that came after these, but they are completely extinct. And this is very smooth. I use hydrochloric acid and acetic acid to remove, this would be right here, what do you call that? Limestone, basically, from them. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it takes off too much. That can happen. You can see this has some erosion on it. So these were buried. That's why they're good. And when they're unburied, they're still slightly damp, I guess you'd say. And they dry out over time. They're very heavy, very strong, but if you drop one, they will break. They can break. They don't always. But you can also drive over them and they don't break. So, I'm not kidding. So, I know I'm not showing enough. And if people are interested in this in any way, I should show more. But I should also show my fine collection. This is a very, very nice one. It's a decent size. It's approaching large. Significantly heavier. Let's see if... And again, here's still the calcium carbonate remains. And I can create this effect on those that are completely covered with their exoskeleton, like this one. I can create that effect with something like this. Some prefer these. Okay, you can see the calcium carbonate, part of the actual organism, see? And some prefer them where they have eroded, literally eroded away that covering. So, anyway, there's that. Oh, I think if I used something on here, there could be something very interesting under there. I have one, yeah, that one mineral I can't think of the word of. I have one that's entirely made of that. Calcite? It could be calcite that I'm thinking of. Let's see if I haven't shown you a good butthole. Oh, so inside they can be very interesting. They can be semi-hollow, and so we're looking at the guts. I collect other fossils too: clams, oysters, sponges. What else? Many other species than you see here of urchins. What else? Fossilized, obviously. What's the other thing that's really kind of cool? I have a crab. A fossilized crab. Yeah, this is getting boring. I'm sorry. I had wanted to talk about what happened last night on the live. This one really is a beauty. And they moved around, you know, they were ambulatory. I can chip that off by tapping it very lightly with a hammer. Yeah, the lies put out last night and the defamation and the absolute buffoonery, and it gets old. The threats, so many threats. And the accusations, you know, now I'm every single alt that was ever created. And that's never been proven. Just like I'm 6 men, or 6 people and a man, and nothing has ever been disclaimed. Just pure defamation all the way. Bringing my husband into it. And you might think, why would she do that? Well, her psyche, her brain, the bigger the person is that she takes on as a foe, the more self-confidence she would get by taking them down. And of course she thinks I'm pretty low on a totem pole. You know, I'm not a scientist, I'm not intelligent, I'm not educated. I posted that on my community page. This is beautiful. It's a shame about this side. I could maybe get that off, maybe not. You know, you never can tell, but you can see, sometimes you can see enormous detail. Nope, not on this one. I should probably put it on 2. Let's see if I can do that. 2. Oh my gosh, you can go times 10. Wow, let's see what that does. Holy moly. Oh, exciting. I learned something about my phone. Let's see. Oh, wow, that's like a microscope almost. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Wow. Now my hand's shaking. So, that's stupid. I'm going to lower it down. That's a little extreme for me. Okay, let's go to 1. And we'll go to 2. Okay. So, it's very disconcerting. I'm frenzied. I'm a sicko. These, you know, her thing about being defensive, I showed that one, is she's not defensive. She's offensive. People believe her. That's very troubling. People don't read. They don't understand what they're reading. I don't know why. I really don't. I mean, I don't want to be rude or, yeah, condescending. There's enough of that going around. I will be making an audio, I think I showed that already. I did. An audio for, let me just pull these out. Let's see if I can see anything underneath. I have to go through every single, oh, okay, I have a huge collection upstairs of these. These are called, I call them crushes. You can see it was smushed this way. So it was probably turned on its side, smashed down by weight, and therefore it's crushed. Okay? And I really like them. This is not first quality by any means. I'm broadcasting a close-up of a hand that was digging in soil. Again, this is what an acid-treated one would look like. Okay, you can see the calcium is partially dissolved. And yeah, its mouth didn't form though. So it's not perfect. You never know what you're gonna get. It's very fun hunting for these. It's very difficult. Here's another crush. Let's see if you can see it. See how it's flattened? Flattened. This I could probably get off very easily. But I like the crushes, but this is not a first rate. This is more eroded there than there. So I need to discuss a couple of things with a couple of people regarding certain proofs. And I'm not going to do it here because we are dealing with very, very, very bad actors. And now this is interesting. That color is a dead giveaway that there's another mineral in there. Yeah, it is blue. And then there's some rust. Ooh, can you hear the thunder? I hope so. Again, the blue. What you doing, little boy? Hi. Kick to my... Hey. Let me see. There's my one-eyed Jack. Hello, baby. Hello. He hasn't left my side. He generally does not leave my side. Generally. So yeah, I'm going to do that. And the trolls coming around. You're very tiresome. Look at the size of this. Okay, this still is not composed. You see how much bigger it is. A giant one. You can see where the pins went in. It's broken, so this is far, far, far from anything of value. But you can see the size. So I just tossed a bunch in here, and yeah, this had been a box to sell eggs And then I just repurposed it to deal with fossils. Oh, that one's got paper on it. Oops, one just broke in my hand. See? Because I guess it dried out too much. It just broke just now. Fascinating. Boom. They don't break that easily. That is extremely rare. But I'm jostling them around, well, a lot. There's another crush. Okay, it still has its calcium carbonate coating, which is pretty cool. This is like a limestone. And isn't it cool? I like the crushes. Not perfect. If I could get this off here using acid or let me look at it without the camera, a hammer, then it would be perfect in my eyes because it tells a story. Let's see. Pretty cool. These are related to starfish, to, what are those things called? I want to say water lily, but it's not lily. It's water, oh gosh. What are they called? My brain. Looks like a plant, but it's an animal underwater. But there's starfish. Everything is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Occasionally you can find 6. Here's where there was a worm. See that mark there? That scar? Again, there, and there, and there. That was a worm. That was predating or living symbiotically off of this urchin while it was alive. 60 million years ago. Which is just incredible to me. They had a circulatory system. And it was comprised of, there's different circulatory systems, like, some have systems based on, I want to say copper, but I don't think that's right. If you look at trilobites or, what do you call them? Horseshoe crabs. Their blood is blue. You should do a deep dive in horseshoe crab blood and what it's used for medically. It's very interesting. There's another one that broke in here. Oh, that's sad. I wonder if it was any good. Right here. Boom. So these guys, their circulatory system was comprised of water, actually, which is kind of interesting. Just water. Maybe they were called sea lilies. Well, because I'm having trouble remembering, I'm so upset. I really am. I'm upset. I'm completely upset. And I'm not focusing. Oh, that was that broken one. So most of these I don't have to bring in, which is kind of cool. Not a good one. I guess sea lily is what they were called. But 5. 5 is significant. And I don't know if I've ever gotten a 6, base 6, or not. I haven't really looked. I mean, I have thousands of these, and they're beautiful, and I could show them. Obviously, if somebody wanted some, they don't have to be from here, from this batch. See, again, little worm tube. Isn't it cool? I think so. And you can find other organisms living on them, like, I can't think. Oh, I'm not going to come up with it. Microorganisms that make patterns. It takes a while to get things to work. It's just dementia. And why is being a scientist so intimidating to people? And why is telling everybody coming, say, you're not a scientist, not Mrs. Portland, everybody else. She can say it all she wants. See the detail? Why is saying that somehow giving the person saying it some sort of leg up? And why is it supposed to, why do they assume? This one's great. Do you see how it was crushed partially? See how it tipped there? Okay, but, and they think they're taking something from me. I went to school a long time. I got degrees, okay? You can't take that from me. No matter how many of you dolts come on the internet and write all over the place. Write it everywhere. Write it on Twitter. I don't care. You can't take away the actual physical, hear that? Thunder? The actual physical reality of the time I spent in school working. You can't do that, okay? It can't happen. So you're not affecting me. You make me laugh a lot. Oh, hi you. What you looking at? Oh, I should go back down to 1. You looking in the box now? He's up looking in the box. Come here. Oh my gosh, you can go by tenths. You can go by tenths in Zoom. Can you believe that? No way. That's cool. Now I'm going to go down to... Hi, baby. With my gardening shoes. And these are... See the dirt? This brown stuff is from... Do you know what alum is? Allium. It's a flower in the onion family. A big ball. Colorful ball. That's the sap from it. So, I'm moving some. And any sap, it's this strange rusty color. What's the matter? Oh, you're afraid of the thunder. Okay, we'll go inside. So yeah, go and write up, make billboards that say I was not a scientist. I'm not educated. What's the other one? I'm unintelligent. Oh, and then I'm a subhuman. And then I have a record. Shannon Marie Mount Seifer said for a long time that she doxed me this week. Did you know? Yeah. Because she always intended to, because that's who she is. She is a predator, a dangerous, dangerous predator who takes joy in hurting others while being afraid of a mentally compromised woman. Yeah. Okay, I better stop. Let's see. He's shaking so much. Yeah, you can make billboards of it. You can't take away the time, the knowledge, the school, the work, you know, books, papers, experiments. You can't take that away, okay? And if you enjoy that, yeah. Well, apparently, of course you enjoy it. And I enjoy it. I enjoy you saying it because it's just too funny to me. It's like, I don't know, the word scientist, it really disturbs you guys. Like, what is it? You know, you're not, I don't know, it's just like, a scientist. It's profane. And I'm going to go until I make another private video for some people. Okay? Thank you very much. Oh my gosh, this is 30 minutes of me boring the hell out of you. Let me know if you want some. Yeah, it's expensive, and I'll let you know ahead of time what it would cost to send. Okay? Okay. Have a good day. Bye-bye.